Hey y'all, it's Jordan from Designs by Jordan, also known as Coach Jordan from inside the Makers University Design School. And in today's video, we're going to be making a little centerpiece using some leftover items. Now, this base right here is actually the top part of a teardrop swag. I needed to cut my swag down just a little bit, so I decided this top piece. You can use a piece of garland, whatever you guys might have in your stash. You just need something to attach stuff to. Okay, now I am going to be using some components from the December 2025 wreath supply box. Okay, so I'm going to put that off to the side, and we're going to get started on our bundles. Okay, but first things first is I did pull out some of the purple leaves. Now, because I do get multiple boxes, I do have multiples. Now, I like to put this flat down, this flat first, and then I'm going to bring in my fish line spray. I love this, y'all. So we have the pink, the purple, and the turquoise, which I absolutely love. But we're just going to set those right on top of that. And then we're going to bring in my favorite, my paper grass spray. I love this stem, you guys. This is one of my absolute favorite stems. And again, we brought in the turquoise, the lavender, and the pink. And we're just going to set that right on top of each other. Okay, so we're kind of creating our own little bundle just like this, right? Now, with this, I need to add just a little bit more florals. So I am going to cut up this. This is, I think, the filler bush. We've carried this before. I did get this at Deco Exchange, but I just want a little bit more filler in it because it's not as full as I want. So I'm going to take a few pieces off of this bush. That's what I love about it, that it easily separates into a ton of other pieces. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to use this as our filler as well. So I got two pieces right there. And this one is a little bit bigger, so I'm actually going to come on in with this one. And I want to set that right on top. Now, it is a tiny little filler bush, so you really can't see it on the camera, you guys. I apologize for that, especially with the way the lighting is. But we're going to bring in three pieces. Okay, and this is going to really be like a no glue project. I love a no glue project. But there is our first one, kind of really frilly and dainty. Now I am going to bring in my zip tie. I love a good zip tie, you guys. So we're going to zip tie that all together. And that's going to be our first bundle. And we're going to put that off to the side here. And then we're going to make our second bundle. Still repeating the same process. Okay. So we're going to set those right on top of there. Okay. So just giving some shape and some life to those leaves. Same thing here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to butt up these right next to each other. I am going to trim down my stems. So I'll just trim those down because I don't need super long stems for these either way. But there's one. And then we're just going to trim these up. Then we'll bring back our little base and add some mesh to it. Now, the mesh is definitely optional, but I kind of wanted to bulk up the little swag base that I have here. So it's just a piece of pine garland, you guys, that came off the top of my teardrop swag. So it's not super thick. It's kind of skimpy, honestly, but I'm going to add in some mesh. Now, I want to add 1 2, 3, 4, about 4 ruffles. You can do your ruffles between 20 and 24 inches. And this mesh was exclusive to the box, so I absolutely love it. It is a white and lavender and turquoise and pink mesh, which is perfect for Valentine's Day and then also those spring holidays. So all I'm going to do is make a ruffle. I'm going to come on in, twist that in. Now I want you to know I did not go all the way to the center of this. I don't want it too far in. Okay, so I have 4 pieces. Now I put the 2 right up on either side, and then my other 2, on a swag, you guys, I normally do it like this, to where I come down about 2-3 inches and I make a ruffle that way. So it kind of looks like that, right? So it's gonna look just like that. Then I want to come on in to the side here. And you see how I kind of filled it out? So we're gonna do the same thing. So kind of looks like a bow tie pasta. Now we're gonna put this off to the side, and we're going to kind of marry our little bundles together. And I'm gonna bring in a zip tie because I love a good zip tie, y'all. So just zip tying that right there in the middle section. Okay, wire cutters. And I love that little wisp. I love those little dainty. Do y'all see how much life that added to it? Okay. So now we're going to come on in. And I'm actually going to pull up 2 of my little tinsel ties from my from my little swag. And we're going to spread those out. I want to make sure that they're spread out through the entire design. But I love how that looks. Look at that. So just adding that nice fun little base to it. Look how much dimension this already has to it. Now I do want to come back through and kind of manipulate some of those wired pieces to blend in. Okay, so there we go. That's what we have so far. And now we're going to add in a bow. Now when I make my bow, I'm going to actually do a full bow. So we're going to start off first with a 10-inch tail. We're going to pinch that. And I like to start off with a 10 or 11-inch loop. So when I say 10 or 11-inch loop, it's what I measure from my left hand to my right hand. So 11 inches. I'm going to pinch that and twist that. 11 inches. Pinch and twist. And then we'll do our 10-inch tail. Next, we're going to come on in with another 1.5-inch ribbon. We're going to use all the ribbons from the resupply box. And I'm going to do a 11-inch tail. And we're going to do 11. Actually, we're going to do 12 inches. 12-inch loops. Pinch and twist. So when you do that pinch and twist, it's really important that you do that because that pattern is going to show up a little bit better. So 12 inches. Pinch and twist. 11-inch tail. 12-inch loop. And twist. So this is what we have so far. And next we're going to come on in with our 2.5-inch ribbons. Now our 2.5-inch ribbons, we're going to make those tails about the same length, about 11 inches. And since I did 11, 12, this is going to be a lucky number 13. This is going to be a 13-inch loop. Pinch and twist. Pinch and twist. And because I personally love this ribbon, I'm not gonna do loops of this. I'm just gonna do some tails of this. So I just want 2 tails, and I'm gonna measure those at about 18 inches. I'm gonna find my middle. Okay. So if you did that on the Easy Bow Maker, you're going to do those 2 tails first. Then you're going to do the 13-inch loops, then the 12-inch loops, and then the 11-inch loops. Okay. Bring in my zip tie, because y'all know, like I said, I love a zip tie. I'm going to cinch that completely shut. So that's what we have for my bow. Love that. Now I am going to bring in a pipe cleaner or a piece of wire. Actually, I'll just bring in a piece of wire because it's a little bit more easily accessible. Bring back my little centerpiece here. Now, I know I just grabbed the wire because I just forgot that I had this on here. But if you can't access this where you tied all your bundles together, you can definitely use in wire or pipe cleaner or zip tie. But because I actually have enough right here, I'm actually going to use that piece of the swag base or the pine base that I used. And we're going to manipulate this ribbon to go where I want it to go, not where it wants to go. We're going to go ahead and we're going to dovetail them. Now, if you wanted to, you can definitely add in a few more extras, but because I really just wanted to focus on using the stuff from the box, I don't want to add a lot more extra on here. But what I do want to add is some more ribbon. Now, we used that polka dot ribbon a little sparingly, but I want to add in some tails coming off on the edge right here. So I'm going to choose my polka dot ribbon. I think I want the swirl. So we're just going to bring that in. And I'm going to measure that again at 18 inches. Both of them layered right on top of each other. So we're going to need 2 sets. We're going to fold that in half. Just like that, creating like a ribbon tail that you would for your wreath. And I'm going to come on in and use my pine branches. Add that in, just like that. We're going to dovetail that together. So, no glue project, you guys. I absolutely love a no glue project. Come on in. And there we go, you guys. We have a super simple, quick, easy little centerpiece for a table. Now, I do have some of this filler flower left, but y'all, crazy simple. Honestly, if I wasn't talking and guiding y'all through this, this probably could have taken me like 5 to 10 minutes. I'm not even gonna lie, that probably would have taken me about 5 to 10 minutes, and I would have been a complete happy camper with it. Okay, so, but y'all, that's all I got for y'all. I really hope you guys enjoyed this. Definitely, it gets you to step outside of your comfort zone. I love how this came out. I definitely can't wait to take some pictures of it. Hopefully they'll have the pictures in the blog post of this. But y'all, thanks for hanging out with me, and I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see y'all in the next one. Okay, bye y'all.